Matthew chapter 5, verse 3. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Being poor in spirit is about humility. It's about recognizing that life is bigger than us and that we cannot manage it all on our own. This is not about being financially poor, though sometimes that can be part of it. It's about knowing we need God every day. We are completely dependent on Him for guidance, for wisdom, for protection, for everything that truly matters. It's about walking through life with a heart that says, "Lord, I cannot do this without you." When we are poor in spirit, we become teachable. We are open to God's word. We don't walk around thinking we have all the answers. It's like a student going to school, ready to learn, ready to absorb, ready to grow. Imagine someone trying to climb a mountain without a guide. They could get lost, exhausted, even hurt. But when they follow the guide, every step becomes purposeful. That's the picture God wants for us. Our spirit needs to acknowledge our dependence on Him. The promise is remarkable, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. This is not just about life after death, it's about the present. Experiencing the kingdom of God starts now, when we humble ourselves, when we admit our need, and when we let Him lead. People who walk in humility experience joy, peace, and clarity that others can't find. They see the world through God's eyes, and their lives begin to reflect His goodness. Matthew chapter 5, verse 4. Blessed are those who mourn, for they shall be comforted. Mourning here is about much more than just sadness. It's about recognizing pain, brokenness, and the areas of our life that need God's touch. It's a willingness to be honest with God and with ourselves about struggles, loss, and mistakes. When we allow ourselves to mourn, we open the door for God's comfort. It's like a wound that must be cleaned before it can heal. Pain acknowledged is pain that God can work through. Mourning also connects us with others. When we go through hardship, when we experience disappointment or grief, we develop empathy. We can comfort others because we've been there. For example, someone who has lost a loved one can speak to another in mourning in a way that's deeply meaningful. God uses these moments to shape our character, to grow patience, compassion, and understanding in us. And God promises comfort. This doesn't always mean the pain disappears immediately, but it means His presence comes to surround us. Sometimes comfort comes through His word, sometimes through community, sometimes through silent moments of prayer and reflection. The key is to stay open and allow Him to work in those moments. He restores, He heals, He strengthens, and He fills our hearts with peace that surpasses understanding. Matthew chapter 5, verse 5. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Meekness is often misunderstood as weakness. It's not. Meekness is strength under control. It's the ability to stay patient, calm, and gentle even when life or people are harsh. It's about having power, but choosing not to misuse it. Think of a river flowing steadily around rocks. It doesn't stop when obstacles appear. It finds a way, yet it never loses its purpose. That's meekness, strong but guided by wisdom and love. Meek people respond instead of reacting. They don't lash out in anger. They don't try to dominate or control others. Instead, they choose the path of peace and patience. In real life, this could mean staying calm when someone criticizes you unfairly, or when someone takes credit for your work. Meekness allows God's strength to shine through us because we are not controlled by our emotions, we are guided by His Spirit. And the promise here is incredible. They shall inherit the earth. God honors those who walk humbly, with patience and controlled strength. While the world chases power and recognition, the meek are rewarded with lasting impact, peace, and the blessings of God's kingdom. This inheritance isn't always immediate. It grows in quiet ways, often unseen, but it's sure. Matthew chapter 5, verse 6. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they shall be filled. Hunger and thirst here isn't about food or water. It's a deep, passionate desire to live rightly, to do what's just, to honor God in everything we do. It's craving goodness and truth in a world that often celebrates the opposite. Those who hunger for righteousness are not satisfied with compromise. They want to walk in alignment with God's will. Imagine an athlete training for a major competition. They wake up early, practice relentlessly, and push through pain to improve. That same level of dedication applied to our spiritual lives brings blessing. Those who seek God with this intensity find fulfillment. God promises they will be filled, not in a superficial sense, but deeply, truly, in a way that satisfies the soul. This hunger transforms lives. It shapes decisions, relationships, and priorities. Someone hungry for righteousness will stand up for truth, help those in need, forgive when it's hard, and live with integrity. And God promises that this hunger will not be unnoticed. He will fill that heart with what it truly needs. Matthew chapter 5, verse 7. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. Mercy is choosing kindness even when it's difficult. It's forgiving when we feel wronged, helping when it's inconvenient, and loving even when it's undeserved. True mercy requires strength and courage, not weakness. Imagine forgiving someone who has hurt you deeply. It's hard, but when you show mercy, you are freed from bitterness. God promises that those who are merciful will themselves experience mercy from Him and sometimes from others. Mercy flows in circles. It changes relationships, heals hearts, and brings peace. Mercy also reflects God's own character. When we extend it, we show the world what God is like. People notice. It leaves a mark that's bigger than words. And in our daily lives, mercy can be small acts, giving a kind word to a struggling coworker, listening to a friend without judgment, helping someone who cannot repay you. Each act aligns us with God's heart. Matthew chapter 5, verse 8. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Purity of heart is about sincerity, honesty, and intention. It's not enough to do the right thing outwardly. Our motives matter deeply to God. Purity is doing good because it's good, not for recognition or reward. Think of two people giving to charity. One gives to look good in front of others. The other gives quietly because they genuinely care. God sees the second heart. He sees the intention, the sincerity, the love. People with pure hearts are aligned with Him, and He allows them to experience His presence in ways others cannot. Purity also clears distractions. When the heart is clean, focus comes naturally. Decisions become easier, peace becomes attainable, and life becomes more joyful. Seeing God doesn't always mean a vision. It means recognizing His work in our lives, hearing His voice in guidance, and feeling His presence in moments of calm, trust, and obedience. Matthew chapter 5, verse 9. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. Peacemakers actively bring harmony. They don't just avoid conflict, they step in to heal, reconcile, and bridge gaps. This can happen in families, workplaces, or communities. Peacemaking requires courage. It requires humility. Being a peacemaker often means putting aside pride, choosing understanding over anger, and listening when others do not. It may not be popular, but it aligns with God's heart. And the reward is incredible. He calls these people His children. That's identity, belonging, and honor all wrapped together. Think about someone resolving a long-standing family feud or calming tension in a neighborhood. Their actions ripple out, touching more lives than they realize. God sees this. He honors it. Being a peacemaker is one of the most powerful ways to live out faith in a practical, everyday way. Matthew chapter 5, verse 10. Blessed are those who are persecuted for righteousness' sake,
for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Standing for truth is rarely easy. Choosing God's ways can bring opposition, ridicule, or hardship. But Jesus promises that those who stay faithful even under pressure will inherit His kingdom. Consider people in history who faced persecution for righteousness. They didn't always succeed in worldly terms, but their lives became testimonies. Their courage inspires generations. When we stand for what is right, we join that legacy. Being persecuted for righteousness shows alignment with God. It proves our hearts are in the right place, and it strengthens faith, character, and resilience. Even when it's hard, God is faithful. Matthew chapter 5, verses 11 through 12. Blessed are you when others revile you and persecute you and say all kinds of evil against you falsely for my sake.